G'day all and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bowden. This is Falls Creek Flips and this is What Sold Sunday. It's been a pretty crazy weekend here at home. Storms on and off, but just busy at home with the kids and trying to get stuff done in amongst rain and everything else that's going on. So this week I decided to do a 30% markdown sale on all of my games, which has worked reasonably well. I've got quite a number of sales that have occurred because of it, but I've also sold a bunch of other stuff too. So I'll take you through that and we'll see what has happened. So we'll start off with the games. I think that's probably the easiest way, and we'll go through sort of eras. I've stacked them this time. So the first game we've got here is Simpsons Wrestling. Really cool. As I said last week, anything Simpsons, pick it up if you can grab it nice and cheap. It will move. So PS1, Simpsons Wrestling, it is complete. If I can get this open with one hand, there we go. So PS1 games, you do need to pack a little bit better, guys, because they aren't like the PS2 clamshells and up. These are like CD crystal cases, and so they are very tender and will get damaged in shipping if you don't package them up well. The second one is Rugrats Paris, the movie. Great nostalgia here. Supposed to be a pretty fun game, and yeah, really good sale there. Indiana Jones, Lego Indiana Jones. Lego games are phenomenal. You can get them individual and they're worth money, or you can bundle them up and make more. I just like to do them individual, but love them, always enjoy playing them. Super fun, great nostalgia, and always humorous in their depiction of a movie or franchise, so really good. SpongeBob and Friends, Battle for Volcano Island. I was never a big Nickelodeon kid growing up, so SpongeBob isn't something I've ever really been into. So yeah, but that has sold really well, so super happy. Monsters Inc. Scare Island. Disney games again, another one. Especially the older games, there seems to be a good following for them. This has sold really well. Super happy and moved relatively quickly. I then came across a bunch of really cool PS3 games recently in one of my op shops. So we've got Final Fantasy X X2, the HD remaster. It's a really nice game. And then going international is Lost Dimension. Obviously, this did fall under the 30% markdown rule, as did the rest of them. So that has sold really quickly. I think this was one of the first games that sold once I had my 30% markdown. So I would say that a watcher has kind of jumped on that and grabbed it. But keep an eye out for these JRPGs. There is a lot of love for them. This is complete, this one. And that is going international, as I said. Ratchet & Clank, always good money in Ratchet & Clank games, so always keep an eye out for them. They're so much fun, great value, and yeah, like I said, will sell well. And then we got two PS4 games here. We've got Doom, PS4. Again, Bethesda have hit it out of the park every single time they've done a Doom game. You may not like some of their other business decisions, etc. That's fine, but Doom is a great first-person shooter and has really defined that genre. So Doom's a great one. And Mother Gunship, do not know anything about this one. Like last week, there's a big old demon on here and lots of flames, but instead of a knight, we've got mechs down here. So it seems like you can fight, craft, resist. Not really sure, but that has sold, so I won't complain any further. We then have a couple of Nintendo games. So we do have the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer here. This has sold, so this is a lot of nostalgia here. It is probably in the position where it needs the battery in here changed, but I did state that in the listing, and that is up to the individual buyer to do. The second one that we've sold is Cats 2 for the Nintendo DS. That is complete as well, in case. DS games are really hard to open one-handed. There we go. And a lot of plastic for a tiny little card. Yeah, but that's cool. So that has sold. And then the last game that we've sold is actually this bundle here of Mario Kart Wii. It's always great if you can try and bundle it up with a couple of controllers. 2 controllers works best. That way you can always encourage someone to play against their friend. So that has sold for, I think, $60. We then have a couple others. I'll go through the DVDs first. Little Britain USA. If you remember the Little Britain series, this is when they kind of took a little bit of a joke on the US side of things. Really, really funny. Wouldn't get away with it today, I would say. A lot of it is humour that is not PC, but very, very funny all the same. Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2 20th Anniversary Collector's Edition. Keep your eye out for this one. It does sell fast and it is good value. So a good one to be on the lookout for, even unsealed, guys. So that's a great one. Another English comedian that is hilarious and sometimes very non-PC is Sacha Baron Cohen. And Grimsby was an absolute shot out of the park. Was not expecting that one to come out, and when it did, it was hilarious. So really enjoyed that film. It is sealed. It's the only sealed one I've sold this week. So yeah, good little movie. And then I picked up a stack of wrestling DVDs for free. So that's all of them there, all those wrestling DVDs. Picked them up for free. This is the first one to sell, so happy to get them moving. We then have a couple of vintage items. So first of all, we have Snoopy here. Now, Snoopy is from 1968. That little Snoopy is. So he's in really, really good condition. Still got his red tie there. It's not in its current format, but that has still sold really, really well. The other good sale that we had for vintage is the Canberra Raiders hat. You might go, how can you tell that's vintage? Well, first of all, the Raiders logo on the front there, 100%. But then secondly, we've got the NRL with the original NRL tag that only lasted for the first 2 to 3 years. So that's in the 90s. And then finally, we are on the top heavy tag. So all of those things tie up to show that that is a nice little vintage NRL hat. We have here as well the 1990, I'm just trying to remember how, 1995. You can see there, Collector's Edge 95. 1995, 2 sealed boxes of Judge Dredd, the Epics cards. So they've been purchased by the same people. So they're going out in one package this weekend. So love getting bulk orders like that. Really, really good. And then the last couple of things we sold, I'm just dabbling a little bit in watches, which you've probably seen with a couple of my pickups recently. But I've got this Baby G watch here, which has sold for about $50. I think I paid $5 for it. So that's really, really cool. And yeah, can't complain. It was all working, but it looks like one of those... Oh, I'm a bit worried about that now. I did say that it was all working. We'll see how we go. But then finally, this was a pickup from our big reseller lot pickup that's still back there that I promised I was going to make a video on, but things just kind of got out of hand over Christmas. But here is Buddy L Superdog in its original Superdog Doghouse vehicle in its original box. It isn't brand new. I didn't state it as that because you can actually take him out. And I am a little bit confused as to why his position is backwards when it should be forward. So I'm not sure if something has gone wrong in the build of that or what has happened there. So yeah, that's what we've sold this week, guys. A good amount of sales. Super happy with it. Just getting back into the swing of things. You might notice in the background there, I've been taking apart a couple of our old NVRs from work. So just trying to collect some bits and pieces, some RAM chips and some little memory card, some little CPUs there. And yeah, hard drive. So I don't know if there's any value in it, but I'm just trying to diversify a little bit. You'll see I've got some aluminum there, or aluminium there. So yeah, like I say, just trying to diversify what I'm doing, because the goal is if I can make money in any way that allows this venture to occur, then that's what I'm after. So yeah, very happy with how things have gone. So guys, I'm going to take you through the numbers and figures. Like I say, guys, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do. It's so helpful for me when you guys are subscribed. I really, really appreciate it. But in the meantime, guys, have a great week. Stay safe, stay positive, and just keep flipping. Okay, guys, here are the figures for the week. So our total costs, total sales was $769.35. Our cost of goods was $123.10. We did pay up for a couple items there, like the vintage Buddy Dog, which was $40, and a couple other bits and pieces as well. So yeah, not a big issue. And then our fees and freight were $263. And finally, that gives us a net return of $383.25. So for a weekend of work, that's super positive. Again, it's tracking along the way in the direction which I want to be for this year. And hopefully with continuing to be on top of our listings and having those 10 a day, which we've been doing, and getting those drafts ready, that'll really put us in a good stead for this year. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Again, hope you have a fantastic week. Stay safe, stay positive, and we'll see you next time here on Falls Creek Flips.